Om Shri Manjunadaya Namaha. Welcome to the placement interview experience session on Robert Bosch from Team Alpha, Electronics and Communication Department, S.D.M College of Engineering and Technology. So, how are you, Surat?
It's fine, Ganesh. How are you?
Yeah, I'm also fine.
Yes.
So, you have cracked so many companies like Symmetrix, Hexaware, and Wipro.
Yeah.
And today we are talking something about huge Robert Bosch, which is a core
Yes.
company for our electronics and communication department. So, how are you feeling about this? You cracking Robert Bosch.
Yes, Ganesh. I'm feeling happy because usually when I entered my engineering journey, usually many people will ask why you are taking ECE, okay, why not CS, CS.
Yeah.
Then I used to tell them that I want to go for some core companies of ECE, okay, where they're designing of some products, product-based company like that. I used to tell. But when we entered fourth year, at starting of fourth year, yes, I got placed in some of the IT industries. Then the
Hmm.
same people will ask that, hey, again we entered IT industry, again you need to learn programming and all.
Yeah.
Okay, there is a one thing that yes, I took EC, so I want to go for some EC company only. So that was the one thing in my mind. So I decided that yes, I came into EC, I want to go with some EC company only. Yes, now I am in Robert Bosch. Yes, I'm feeling very good.
Okay. I think Robert Bosch is your first core company. So, what are
Yes,
all core companies you try to crack and you are not able to?
yes, Ganesh. I tried Mercedes Benz and
Hmm.
Vitesco Technologies, but I didn't clear the first one only. Then some of the companies like Allegion, it is also in a product base. I went till technical round, but later on I was not shortlisted. Then
Okay.
Sankhya Labs also I wrote the exam, but I didn't clear that exam. Okay, finally I got into a got into a Robert Bosch.
Yeah. Before going to placement experience, Robert Bosch is a tier one supplier for
Yeah,
OEMs like Benz, BMW, Bentley, and all. So Robert Bosch is not only into automotive electronics, so its 90% focus will be in automotive electronics, and remaining
yes,
10% will focus on appliances, home appliances, and home
yeah,
automation and embedded systems also. So it's a
yes,
mixed domain company.
yeah,
So we'll start with the placement experience session.
yes.
So how you came to know about this Robert Bosch?
Yes, Ganesh. After my third internal of seventh semester, we got
Hmm.
a mail from TPO that Robert Bosch is visiting our campus. So
Okay.
in that only they gave one Google form. In that Google form, they asked some of the basic details like name, 10th percentage, 12th percentage, and all. And we
Hmm.
filled that Google form. Okay. After
Okay.
filling that Google form, we got directly a pre-placement link from directly from Robert Bosch only.
Robert Bosch. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So is there any resume shortlisting?
Ganesh, sorry, you are not audible to me.
Is there any resume shortlisting?
No, Ganesh. For Robert Bosch, there is no resume shortlisted, but they kept some of the criteria that in your 10th you must score 60%, in your 12th also 60%, then
Okay.
your CGPA must be 7.5 and above in all the
Okay.
semesters,
CGPA cutoff is 7.5.
7.5. Okay,
Okay.
these
Fine.
are the basic criteria they kept. Uh, and later on, there is no profile shortlisting. Directly, we got a link for a pre-placement.
Okay. What all branches are allowed to sit for Robert Bosch Drive?
Yes, Ganesh. Usually think that Robert Bosch is came for like mechanical people, but this time they came for ECE, Triple E,
Okay.
CAC, and
Okay.
ISC.
Okay. Only circuit branches.
Only circuit branches and software related branches.
Okay. So after filling the link, you got link of pre-placement session, right?
Yeah, pre-placement session.
So can you tell something about the pre-placement session conducted by them?
Yes, Ganesh. In pre-placement session, there are four panelists, and one panelist is from KLIT Hubli, and she joined
Okay.
the organization by 2 years. Like they involved the experienced person, a fresher, and a HR manager, and
Hmm.
everyone. It's like a mixture. Okay,
Okay.
there is a one person. He's a manager, like a technical manager, and another one is like a fresher, and another one is a HR. Okay, and it was a very good session, and they informed about Robert Bosch, their products and all, and how
Okay.
Robert Bosch came, like a success story of Robert Bosch, and then they took a virtual tour of a Robert Bosch Experience Center, which is located in Adugodi, Bangalore. Okay, they
Okay.
took a virtual tour and they introduced each and everything of that experience center. I'm not talking about the campus. There is a one center is there in
Yeah.
Bangalore. Okay, means that center shows the which is the first device of Robert Bosch. Okay, now
Okay.
where they are moving and all the
Hmm.
things they took us on a virtual tour.
Okay.
After that virtual tour, they informed like what are the employee benefits we are getting and
Hmm.
how was the work culture, and
Okay.
they explained about various sectors like home appliances and some of the sectors on like machineries and
Hmm.
some security systems. Okay, they explained about their products and all, and it was a night session.
Okay. So after pre-placement session,
Yes.
what you thought about Robert Bosch? Because previously we know about Robert Bosch is a automotive company, but
Yeah.
after pre-placement session you'll be getting to know briefly about the company.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. After pre-placement session, yes, yes, I thought that yes, I want to go this company because
yeah.
they showed their Robert Boss experience is the one thing, and the second thing is uh, their work culture and all, and they
Hmm.
told that you can work on embedded systems, okay, which is my interest, okay, which is my domain of interest. So I
Hmm.
thought that yes, after listening the pre-placement talk, is at anyhow I will prepare well, I will do well, and I want to get a job in Robert Bosch.
Okay, you decided and you got it.
Yeah, I
Okay, so
decided.
after pre-placement session, what is the
Yeah,
next round?
yeah. After pre-present session, there is a written round, like a exam, written exam.
Okay,
Okay,
what
in
is the
written
time
exam,
duration in
uh,
both?
written exam of 1 hour, 60 minutes. Okay, it differs for ECE and Triple E students. Okay, there is only 60-minute duration, but for CSC and IC students, there is a 1 hour, 30 minutes duration exam. And
Oh, okay.
yes.
Okay, and what is the gap between pre-placement session and the exam?
Yeah, it's hardly 2 hours. They kept a pre-placement talk on 9 o'clock, morning 9 o'clock,
Okay,
and it was
okay,
completed around 10:30. And at
okay.
12 o'clock, we have exam.
You have exam at 12 o'clock itself.
12 o'clock.
Okay, we'll come to the next process, that is examination, which is a
Yeah,
major step to head up into technical interview.
yeah.
So in exam, what all sections are there?
Yes, Ganesh. They didn't mention any sections, but it is a
Hmm.
combined. Okay, it has having aptitude as well as a technical. And the
Okay,
one thing is, usually it is having a negative. Usually
negative
most of the
marking is there.
yeah, negative marking. Okay, there is a,
Okay,
if you answered correctly you will get +1 mark,
hmm.
otherwise minus 2.5 is a deduction, and usually
Minus
it consists of,
2.5.
yeah, minus 2.5, 1 by 4.
Okay, means 1 mark is for correct answer
Yeah,
and minus
1 mark.
2.5.
Yeah, minus 2.5 for wrong answers,
Okay, fine. Hmm.
and it is like a jumbled one. It is having aptitudes also and technical questions also, and
Okay,
it was on a higher pro platform, which is an audio and video proctor. And
hmm.
before starting your exam they will ask all the details, like your 10th marks, 12th marks, we have to fill all the details, and
Okay,
we are starting the exams.
okay. And you told about only aptitude and technical. Is there any
Yes.
English related things in the exam?
Yes, Ganesh, they included some part, because in Robert Bosch they kept another like for particular English exam after your technical interview. So I didn't mention here, but there are
Okay,
hardly 5 to 6 questions on English,
okay,
like a comprehension and arranging the sentences. Hardly 5 to 6 questions.
okay. So a quick question for you. Like
Yes.
Robert Bosch came, lately to say precisely
Yeah,
because our seventh semester started and it came very lately. So how
yeah.
did you manage preparing aptitude? Are you preparing daily for Robert Bosch or how is your aptitude preparation?
Yes, Ganesh, means I don't have any idea that Robert Bosch is visiting our campus,
Okay.
because we can't predict, right? Yes, this company will come, this company will come. So
Yeah, yeah,
aptitude preparation means I have prepared one timetable for me. Whenever the exams or internal comes, this placement preparation will stop. Okay, I will not bother about placement preparation. Okay,
yeah.
as soon as exams are over, I will again start with my timetable. In that timetable, I have kept 30 minutes for aptitude. Daily 30
Okay.
minutes, whatever it may be the topic. I will take some random questions and I used to solve. But as soon as my third internal finishes, I got that yes, Robert Bosch is coming. So I again started with some of the like refreshing all the concepts of aptitudes.
Okay. Due to continuous practicing of aptitude, you got a grip in aptitude to crack Robert Bosch.
Yeah, and usually aptitude is like on that moment. On that moment, you got some idea. Yes, you can solve the
Yeah.
problems. Okay, that will come by continuous practice.
Yeah, continuous practice. So, what is your level of experience of aptitude, and how will you rate the toughness level of Robert Bosch aptitude?
Okay, Robert Bosch aptitude is like a moderate. We can say about nearly 50 to 60%. It is
Okay.
not that much difficult, or like I can't say it is very easy also, because
Yeah.
by 2 to 3 steps we are getting the answers. Okay, there will be
Okay.
some problems on ratio and proportions,
Mm-hmm.
and there are some problems on averages and a
Mm-hmm.
problem on trains. Okay,
Yeah.
they touched these parts of aptitude concepts, and questions are like you can't directly solve within 1 to 2 steps. It will go nearly 2 to 3 steps and you will get the answer like that.
Okay, fine. And next we'll go through the technical things. So,
Yes.
Robert Bosch is automotive company. So, what all questions you faced in technical subjects?
Yes, Ganesh. In technical subjects, it was from basic electronics like full wave rectifier, half wave rectifier.
Okay.
Then they touched on control systems. Then
Okay.
some questions on network analysis. They gave some circuits and we have to find voltage and current and all. And
Okay.
some theoretical questions like microprocessor, based on microprocessor. What is the architecture of a one Newman? Okay, what is a risk architecture like that? Some theoretical questions they asked. And in
Okay.
control systems, there were they gave some graphs, and
Mm.
by seeing that graph we have to answer like a steady state error and all. Okay, that was
Okay.
focused on control systems. And in network analysis, they gave circuits, and they gave like very interesting circuits, like they gave switch at time 1 it will close, at time 2 it will open, like
Okay.
it is like oscillating. Okay,
Yeah.
what will be the voltage at time 6? Okay,
Okay.
like that they gave some tricky questions.
Clock
Then
based.
yes, Ganesh.
Are they clock based?
Yeah, they're clock based also, and also based on timings. Okay, they
Yeah.
will keep on timer, and yes,
Uh,
after the 6 seconds, these many clock cycles will glow.
yeah. Yeah.
Then what will be the your output? Like
Okay.
that, they
Fine.
asked some of the tricky questions. And
Mm.
regarding analog and digital electronics, the questions are straightforward. Like
Okay.
MOSFETs, like what is a metal oxide used in the MOSFETs and all. And same thing was continued.
Okay. So, can you quickly name the topics for the viewers? Which all topics we need to concentrate to crack the Robert Bosch exam? Technical topics.
Yes, Ganesh. Okay, for Robert Bosch written exam, you have to go through the aptitude, some of the basic concepts like average, ratio and proportion, and some parts of problems on trains, then boat and streams, and okay, some basic concepts of aptitude. And just by practicing, we will get one grip on aptitude. And second thing is for a technical, we have to be thorough with our basics. Like they asked me on a half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier, go through your basic electronics, then go through your network analysis, some circuits and all, two port
Mm.
networks and all, then go
Mm.
with control systems. After control system, just have a like a theoretical knowledge of analog electronics, digital electronics, and microprocessors and microcontrollers.
Okay. To crack this Robert Bosch,
Yes.
is there any need to take automotive electronics elective in our college?
No, Ganesh, there is no need of taking automotive electronics, because in written exam and even in interview also, they didn't ask anything about automotive electronics. I think there
Okay.
is no need of taking automotive but if you take automotive electronics, it is an advantage to you.
It's definitely an advantage.
It's definitely an advantage.
Okay, fine. And we will come to the next part after the exam. What is the
Yes.
next thing? What is the next round?
Yes, Ganesh. After the exam, we waited till 6:30 evening, but still we
Mm.
didn't get the result. Then we called our TPO sir. We are not getting results. Then sir also told that yes, we are also waiting. At
Okay.
8:30,
Hmm.
we all are in mess, and at 8:30 we got the result of that. Yes, we have cleared the written exam, and
Okay.
the next day only the interview was scheduled.
Okay. The next day, the interview was scheduled.
Yeah, interview was scheduled.
So before going to the interviews rounds and all, so how many
Yes.
rounds of technical interview, managerial interview, HR is there? So can you
No,
brief
Ganesh. In Robert Bosch, only one technical interview. That's it. And
only one?
there is no only one technical. There is no managerial. And HR is also not like a person to person interview. It's a different kind, and it's a new
Okay,
experience to me also.
we'll
Yeah,
come to it later. So you told only one technical interview is there. So we will
one.
dive into it.
Yeah.
So share your technical interview experience.
Yes, Ganesh. Before we move to the technical interview experience, we got result at night, like nearly
Yeah.
8 to 8:30. Okay, after
Okay.
taking my dinner, we didn't sleep at all. Okay, I
Okay.
think at night 2 o'clock. Okay,
Hmm.
we just revising all the things. Okay, whatever we studied the basics. And usually, what happens after clearing the exams? Okay, we
Hmm.
got to know some key points. Okay, these are the question asked, so we have to think on that. Okay,
Yeah.
then like whole night we prepared and with some important concepts and all. And morning 10 o'clock, my batch is at 10 o'clock, 10 to 10:45 schedule. And
Okay.
interview was start. And usually, every interview tell me about yourself. And
Yeah.
the interviewer asked me like tell me about yourself. Then I briefly explained about myself. And I have
Hmm.
done one internship in the Akshapatra Foundation, Dharwad. And
Okay.
another one achievement is I have published one technical paper in a Tracksmith
Okay.
journal.
Okay.
Okay, that is like an additional advantage to me
Given some
while
advice by you.
explaining about my introduction. And
Okay.
after introduction, he went into an academic projects.
Hmm.
And my academic project is on one project is on FPGA and another project is on microcontrollers. And
Okay.
like he asked me one thing. Okay, that is a unique thing. He asked us, "You have done this many projects. Okay, whether it is useful for society or not?" Like
Okay.
yes, my one project is like a traffic signal controller. Okay, and
Hmm.
he asked, yes, you have designed, yes, you have some idea. Okay, how you will implement? Okay, that can be useful to society. So
Hmm.
then usually traffic congestion, because we are removing the traffic congestion. I explained the scenarios, and he
Okay.
cross questioned me like on the basis of my project only. He asked, if it is not so, if it is going on a worst case condition, how you will
Hmm.
handle? Okay, like
Okay.
he took some like it is like one of the difficult procedure. Okay,
Yeah.
again
It's
he
like
is going in depth in projects.
yeah.
Okay, after going with the projects, he came with my internship. And
Hmm.
in Akshapatra Foundation, I have done one internship on a dispensing unit management system. And he
Okay.
asked like how you approached the problem and all the
Hmm.
things. Then later on he asked that, yes, you have done one technical paper in your UG graduation level only,
Hmm.
like how was the experience and all, he asked.
Okay. So those all things gave you a weightage. So what is
Yeah,
the duration of a technical interview?
usually they scheduled it for 30 minutes, but my interview took up to nearly 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
45
Okay.
minutes.
With the weightage in your resume, I think there is 15 minutes extra.
Yeah, means they will go on asking the questions.
Yeah.
After completing all these things, and again he came with technical stuff and he asked some questions on basic electronics. Like
Hmm.
in the beginning, what happens? Whether he is asking such a simply for me, he asked, "Tell me resistor. Okay, what is a function of a capacitor?" Okay,
Hmm.
starting from resistor and capacitor, he went until linear ICs and applications.
Okay.
Means starting from the basics, they will like it based on how we will give the answer. Like
Hmm.
he asked me what is a resistor. I told that it is an impedance. Okay, when a current is flowing, it will give some impedances. Based on my answer, again he will ask some difficult questions. Like that it went.
Okay. So in technical interview, there are basics covered, there are resume
Yeah.
things covered, and there are
Yes, sir.
general introduction things covered, and so many lot
Yes.
of things are covered in technical interview.
Yes, Ganesh.
Yeah. So what all your inputs to the juniors to crack Robert Bosch technical interview?
In a technical interview, where yes, yeah, I am from EC background also. Still, he
Hmm.
asked about some programming concepts to me, like
Okay.
nearly
Fine.
5 to 6 questions. Okay, he
Hmm.
gave me one situation, and he told that for that situation, just write the snippet. Okay,
Mm.
using structures. Okay, I
Yeah.
have done. Okay, it was an easy thing. And he asked some of the object oriented programming like a polymorphism and all. Okay, to
Okay.
prepare for the Robert Bosch technical interview, each and everyone should be good at basics. Okay, that is a mandatory one. Okay, think that you have cleared the exam. First, go and read basic electronics. That is my first suggestion. Go with your half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier, and filters, oscillators. All those things are very important. Then have a knowledge of a MOSFET, BJT, and in interview they will not go with the network analysis like giving the circuits and all, but they will ask on architectures. Like he asked me on a risk architecture, like in a microcontroller, risk architecture. Then analog electronics, very important. Digital electronics, very okay. He asked on multiplexers. Okay, digital electronics are also important. Then later is linear ICs, like we are using op amps, operational amplifiers. Okay, that is one
Mm.
important factor. Then have a basic knowledge of a C language and object oriented programming, like structures, unions, and object oriented OOPS concepts, like a class. And one suggestion I would to give, if they ask any theoretical concepts, try to explain with an example. Okay, that will give a clarification to interview that you are perfect in that concept. Okay, he asked me like explain about object and class. Then I took one example as, sir, consider uh, car is in a class, and Mercedes Benz, Toyota, Maruti Suzuki, Hyundai are the subclasses. Like that, try to give some uh, examples and try to explain the concept. Okay, that will give the more weightage.
Okay. So after completing your exam, you have
Yes,
short duration of time for your technical interview. So
yeah.
in the short duration of time, how you manage to cover like all our second year topics and basic electronics and all?
Yes, Ganesh. Like for me, I was in a continuous touch with the basic electronics and all, because I was
Okay.
planning for some of the core companies and all. So I used to
Mm.
read continuously. But on that day, I just go on revising. Like I have made some notes for from basic electronics till LIC. I have maintained the notes, and I will just
Okay.
glance the concepts and all. Okay, that really helped me. But on that day, I didn't went in depth, like taking an input characteristics, output characteristics, waveform, and all.
Yeah.
Just I know the concept. Yes, fine. That was
So
one
deeply
strategy.
into every concept.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are there any website you would like to recommend to practice aptitude to revise technical subjects? Any textbooks like that?
Yes, Ganesh. Usually for aptitude, Indiabix is one of the popular website. Indiabix and Topper.com I referred for aptitude. And for
Mm.
aptitude, I used a book by R.S. Agrawal. Okay, it
RS
was one of
Agarwal.
the R.S. Agrawal. I'm sure we can't complete that all the concepts, but try
Yeah.
to cover as much as possible. And for technical related stuff, there is a Neso Academy videos. But one
Nice.
thing what helped me means I didn't started watching videos on that day, because from the beginning of the semester only I have made the notes. Try to have a notes with you, because what happens if you learn the concept from the YouTube video and you have written on your hands, okay, that will give you like it is a quick revision to you only. So I used to
Oh,
maintain all the notes, and with the help of that notes, it was like helpful for me for the revision.
okay. Due to
And
the
while
continuous,
making the notes, just highlight the important points.
yeah, due to the continuous preparation and your notes, it
Yeah.
made you to easily revise the things in the short span
Yes.
of time.
Yes, Ganesh.
Yeah. So your technical interview completed, and when you
Yes.
got the results, and what is the next process?
Yes. After my technical interview, I got the result at night 2 o'clock. But I was not
Okay.
aware about. But I was not aware about that. I was because uh, that before day we spent whole night to prepare for
Yeah.
technical interview. So at
Yeah.
night 9 o'clock only we slept. So
Okay.
result came at night 2 o'clock. I think two
Mm.
thirty. Okay,
Mm.
then early morning I woke up and I saw my mail, and I got a result that yes, you are shortlisted from your technical round, and next is an HR assessment. And assessment
Okay.
is like it is like written. It's on a AMCAT platform. Okay, there is a
Okay.
one. Okay, we have to write one essay and
Mm.
one passage and some of the verbal things was there.
Okay. It's related to English.
Yeah, it's related to completely related to English.
Okay, they tested your communication skills after completing your technical round.
Yeah, after completing technical round, like they will call that as a HR, but it is
Okay.
completely based on our English skills.
Communication skills basically.
Yeah,
Right.
communication skills.
So while you are referring to your preparation, you are telling we. Did you did any group study, and how did
Uh,
group study help you?
yes, Ganesh, because it is a group of similar minded. Okay, me
Yeah.
and my friends. Okay, what we need, okay, what we are trying to do means, yes, I will read analog electronics now. Okay, you will read digital electronics. After 5 to 10 minutes, you will explain whatever you are read. I will explain
Okay.
whatever I read. Like that,
Okay.
in a group, we started preparation. Okay, so it was came like we are using because me,
So
my friend.
you
Yeah, my friend Sanjeev Kumar and Shiva, okay,
okay.
Akshay, okay, all are in a group and we studied.
Okay. So you guys saved a lot of time in preparation due to the
Ah,
group
yes.
study.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
group.
Fine. Good to know that.
Yes,
And
Ganesh.
yeah, after technical interview, you guys are having communication round.
Yeah,
And after communication round, you got the results that you got
yeah,
selected.
yes,
So is
Ganesh.
there any generally people will tell that after HR round or after any communication round, there will be
Yeah.
no rejection. Is there any rejection after this communication round?
Yeah, in Robert Bosch, each and every round is an elimination round.
Elimination round. Okay.
Each in communication assessment also, some people didn't shortlisted, like they didn't selected for Robert Bosch,
Okay.
because we need to think because it is an essay writing.
Hmm.
Again, it has some different criteria like indirect speech, how we will
Hmm.
frame the sentences and all. Okay,
Okay.
so based on that, it's an individual experience, and we got different topics. I
Hmm.
got a topic like rich and poor, there is a generation gap, and some other got the topic like nuclear power weapons. Okay,
Okay.
different topics. It depends on how we create the sentences and how we will link the sentences and all.
Okay.
And one
What are
thing while
your
writing, okay, while giving essay writing, we shouldn't use backspace. We can
backspace?
use,
Okay.
yeah,
Fine.
backspace, because no one is sit and read the essays because many people are giving. So it's an
Yeah.
AI based technology. So how
Hmm.
many times you will press the backspace, right? That many times it will reduces the marks.
Whoa. So robot bot is completely like focusing on negative marking.
Yeah,
In test,
negative markings.
yeah. So there are no mistakes tolerated.
Yeah. In written exam also, I hardly wrote nearly 45 questions because due to this negative marking, how much I'm perfect, that much I'm marked. That's it.
Okay, in 60 questions, you attempted 45 questions.
45 questions.
Okay, fine. So, what are your, tips or some inputs to juniors?
Yes, Ganesh. Yes, guys, if you're preparing for Robert Bosch, then plan accordingly because you can't prepare for your interviews a day before because they are asking on from basics till LIC circuits and all. So plan accordingly and have a grip on basics because I'm stressing again on basics because in written exam also they asked basics, in interview also they asked only basics. So focus on your basics, like basic subject analog electronics, digital electronics, and some extra weightage like do some IEEE papers or at least do internship, like some of the industries, visit some of the industries and do internship there. Okay, that will give the more weightage. And finally, if you want to go with a Robert Bosch, have a basic knowledge of all the subjects. Okay, they will not go in depth, but they will ask basics and basic C
Okay,
programming. Okay, that is fine for Robert Bosch. Be confident while interview. Be confident. If you don't know those concepts, that is, sir, I am not able to recall the concepts and all. Okay, that will
hmm,
really help us. Okay, this was the some of the tips for the juniors.
okay. So, how Team Alpha helped you to crack this company? Is there any involvement of Team Alpha?
Yes, sure, Ganesh. Team Alpha really helped me because uh, yes, we from my native is Sirsi, and we came from Sirsi background to Dharwad.
Hmm.
Usually, we are like we are continuously talking in our mother tongue, that is a Kannada, and we are having a very good fluency in Kannada. But When it come to English, that much not good fluency. So
Yeah.
Team Alpha helped me to develop that communication skills, and
Mm.
also whatever we practice like a mock interviews. Okay, mock interviews developed me like a lots of confidence.
Yeah.
And the materials what Team Alpha is providing, like aptitudes or even technical subjects, like yes, I have prepared some notes, I will share with you. Okay,
Mm.
whatever the materials we shared among with Team Alpha, okay, that really helped me. And Team Alpha inputs from the resource persons, okay, that is giving more weightage, because we don't know how the corporate world will be. We know how our college is going on, but the Team Alpha provided us one platform that yes, we can think about corporate world also, and we can
Mm.
decide which is the best website, okay, which is the best YouTube channel, so that we can go in a proper way. Okay, for placement preparation, Team Alpha gave me a proper roadmap to achieve the success.
Okay.
Yes,
So yes, this is it. And do you want to any add anything to this video? Like general things, how to crack not only automotive or Bosch, what
okay,
how a student need to behave. Like you told, group
yeah,
you studied group in a group, so you know
yeah,
to travel long distance and to travel with a group.
yeah.
So any tips for how to be during the placement time, how to manage academics and placements?
Yes, yes, Ganesh, it's not a valid point, because it depends on individual. Okay, there are some
Mm.
people, okay, they want to study alone, but for me, it is like a group studies are better.
Mm.
Consider you want to travel from Hubli to Delhi. Okay, if you travel alone means the journey will be bored. But in a group
Yeah.
of 10 people, 20 people, yes, your entertainment is there. So what happened if you study in a group means, yes, it will not feels you like yes, I'm studying lots and lots and of hour, because I'm studying different concept, he is studying different concept. Then we will exchange information. Okay, that is the one advantage of a group study. Okay, it
Mm.
depends on individual. Like I'm comfortable with a group discussion, I will go there. Okay, based
Okay.
on their decision they need to take. And second thing is, if you want to crack the core companies, please go with the academic syllabus. Whatever the syllabus taught by the college authorities and whatever the syllabus they frame, that is sufficient to crack all the core companies. And try to get like a real time experience. Like if you have done some projects, try to apply in a real time. Try to apply for a society. Or if you
Mm.
had, okay, one suggestion is, they will ask one question apart from your academics, what you have done. Okay, please be ready with the content. If they ask anything means you have to be ready with the content. Yes, they ask
And
me what you
tell me something which is not in your resume.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
please be ready with, like, you should have some content. On that
Mm.
moment we can't say blah 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 blah. On that
Yeah.
moment we can't frame story also, because that much pressure will be there.
Mm.
And they asked me, yes, what I have done apart from your this academic activities. Then I told that yes, I have joined the Team Alpha and we worked. And for success, we are taking help of the Team Alpha. And I told that during lockdown, yes, I have done technical paper, and I have took one project and I have converted into a technical paper and I have published. Okay, like be
Mm.
ready with some concepts, or be ready with some contents that is apart from your academics. Okay, that will give like uh, okay, it is like they are interviewing many people. Okay, if all are good at academics, then they will choose who will done some extra works.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the one plus point.
So
Yes,
yeah,
Ganesh.
I think I have maximum took
Yeah.
information from you, and I think this is useful for our viewers also and for our
Yes.
juniors also. So whatever Surat told, please take it into consideration, and hope you will see this video while Robert Bosch is coming, and it will definitely helpful for you. Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye, guys.